This is your English news here on ERi-TV from your news broadcast. Zahra Badouri. We'll begin with your major headlines for this broadcast. Eritrea Festival 2025 Ansaba region highlights role in preserving culture and tradition. Nakfa vocational training provided to disadvantaged families and families of meriters. Meeting held to improve public utilization of health facilities. And on your international, magnitude 6.1 earthquake hit western Turkey, killing one. Your news in brief. The displays showcased by the Ansaba region at Eritrea Festival 2025 are making a significant contribution to the preservation of culture and traditional heritage, according to region's holiday coordinating committee. Speaking to Arena, Mr. Ismail Muhammad Noor, chairman of the Ansaba region holidays coordinating committee, stated that the region is presenting exhibits focused on intangible heritage, emphasizing that culture and tradition are vital in preserving one's identity. He noted that transferring culture and tradition to future generations requires a strong research-based approach. Extensive studies were conducted across 9 subzones of the Ansaba region, resulting in this year's presentations featuring the culture and traditional heritage of the Belain Tigrinya ethnic groups. The Ansaba region has also showcased and displayed highlighting local tourism resources, pictorial and material and exhibition, oral, folklore and traditional house building, knowledge, and among others. In related news, the annual held Eritrea Festival continues to serve a platform for participants to present their innovations, creative work, and products to the public. According to participants, most of the innovations and creative work focused on technology, electronics, and engineering, with significant impact on improving the public's equality of life. Speaking to Arena, Mr. Lul Kidane, one of the coordinators of the innovations and creative work sector, stated that approximately 33 innovations and creative projects included solar power solutions, smokeless ovens, machinery and mobile applications have been showcased at the festival. With your proceeding domestic, the military uniforms tailors plant has organized a 3-month vocational training program for 62 participants from disadvantaged families and families of meriters in Nakfa subzone. Speaking at the graduation ceremony held on 9th August, Colonel Siraj Muhammad, manager of the tailor plant, stated that one of the key priorities of the government and people of Eritrea is to install a culture of work and productivity among citizens. He emphasized that the training program organized by their company is a reflection of this national goal. Major Johannes Kubrom, head of the technical branch, and Major Muhammad Abdul Wahab, head of the design, explained that the trainees were identified by the subzonal administration and reaffirmed the seminar training program will be arranged in the future. Mr. Yaqub Idris, administrator of the Nakfa subzone, urged the trainees to apply and build upon the skills they have acquired in order to become competitive and improve their economic well-being. Finally, certificates of recognition and gifts were presented to trainees and organizers, and an exhibition of products created by the trainees was also held. On your final domestic, a meeting focusing on improving public utilization of health facilities was conducted in Maya Walid, Gabay Alabu and Rahai administrative areas of Halhal subzone in the Ansaba region. The meeting was attended by health professionals and local administrators despite recent upgrades to medical equipment and the installation of modern maternity waiting rooms in the subzone. Health facilities public participation and utilization remained low. According to the professionals, in a report presented at the meeting, Nurse Saleh Abubakar, head of the health branch in Halhal subzone, noted that alongside providing health services, health professionals are actively working to raise public awareness. He emphasized the need for strong involvement from area administrators and relevant institutions to achieve more impactful results. Nur Saleh also indicated that the subzone currently has one health center, 3 health stations supported by the several barefoot doctors who are delivering service to remote areas. He highlighted positive outcome in antenatal visits, deliveries at health facilities and voluntary HIV/AIDS testing programs. Regarding malaria prevalence in the subzone, Nurse Saleh stated that thanks to the ongoing awareness campaigns, community-led environmental sanitation activities are being regularly conducted to prevent outbreaks. Ahead, your international, do stay tuned with us here for more. And on your global, Turkey's interior minister said an 81-year-old person died after being rescued from rubble by emergency teams. According to Interior Minister Ali Yalkia, a magnitude 6.1 earthquake struck northwestern Turkey's Balıkesir province on Sunday evening, killing at least 1 person and causing more than a dozen buildings to collapse. 4 people were pulled from the rubble of a collapsed house, 3 of whom were being treated in hospitals, while an 81-year-old man died of his injuries. Nearly 30 people were wounded in the quake, which occurred at about 7:53 p.m. Turkey's FAD disaster management authorities said on Sunday. Tremors were felt in multiple provinces, including the country's biggest city, Istanbul. The disaster authorities reported 6 aftershocks in first hour, including one major 4.6, and urged citizens not to enter damaged buildings. The Interior Minister further reported that search and rescue operations had ended and there were no other signs of serious damage or casualties. He stated that electricity and water services had been disrupted. The AFAD said the quake, with an epicenter in the town of Sanderjay, struck a depth of 11 kilometers, while the German Research Center of Geoscience registered the quake's magnitude at 6.19 and a depth of 10 kilometers. Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan issued a statement wishing all affected citizens a speedy recovery, and President Erdogan further added that may God protect our country from any kind of disaster, end quote. Turkey lies on multiple fault lines, making it highly prone to earthquakes. Istanbul, a metropolitan home to 16 million, is particularly vulnerable. In April of this year, a strong quake of magnitude 6.2 rocked the city. No casualties were reported, but in February 2023, twin quakes with a magnitude of 7.8 killed more than 53,000 people in Turkey and another 6,000 in neighboring Syria. On your final report, France has been suffering its largest wildfire in at least 50 years, according to disaster officials. Firefighters in southern France have warned that a huge fire they have been battling, which spread across an area bigger than Paris, could reignite as the regions continue to face a scorching heat wave. Authorities on Sunday said hot, dry winds and a heat wave would make the work of firefighters even more hazardous. The fire has ravaged a vast area of France's southern Audi area, larger than the size of the nation's capital, killing 1 person and injuring several. Further reports say that the fire is no longer spreading, but it is still burning within a 16,000-hectare area. According to National Weather Service Metro, France temperature this weekend are expected to hit 40 degrees Celsius, 104 degrees Fahrenheit in some areas, while Monday is forecast to be the hottest day nationwide. Elsewhere in Europe, fires also ranged, with experts stating that European countries are becoming more prone to such disasters due to the intensifying summer heat wave linking to global warming. Italian firefighters on Sunday tackled a wildfire in Mount Vesuvio, with all hiking routes up to the volcano near Naples closed to tourists. The National Fire Service said it had 12 teams on the ground and 6 Candor planes fighting the blaze, which has torn through the nation park in southern Italy, reports said on Friday. However, in Greece, emergency services brought numerous fires under control over the last 2 days, but new outbreaks are likely due to lasting drought and strong winds, civil protection officials reported on Sunday. Also, the region southeast of Athens was particularly hardly hit, with almost 1,600 hectares of agricultural land, forests and scrubland destroyed, according to meteorological services. Numerous villages had to be evacuated as practitioners' measures, and about 400 people had to be rescued on Friday. A man died when his remote house was engulfed by flames. A recap of your major headlines up ahead. Eritrea Festival 2025, Ansaba region highlights role on preserving culture and tradition. Vocational training provided to disadvantaged families and families of Eritreans in Nakfa. A magnitude 6.1 earthquake hit western Turkey. Southern Europe battling worst wildfire in decades and huge blazes. From me and the broadcasting team here on ERi-TV, that is all for now. Thanks for watching.